Look at this amazing angle. Such an amazing angle. As I stare at my husband's 28-year-old bone structure, and I'm like, ew. I can't make it again. But anyway, I'm like, oh, gross. I'm getting older. Brandon got to die at 28. I mean, he's sort of kept you in a time bubble since we compare you to 20-year-olds, Alyssa. Oh my God. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Frenemy. Thank you so much, Frenemy. Do you still want a carriage ride in New York City because I'm being treated very well by my boyfriend at the time of your space and you don't want to hear about it? You just want to complain about your love life? Thank you very much, Frenemy number one. Do you ever have people try to outsleep you? They're like, I gotta outdo her somehow. Well, go right ahead if you want me to take all my codes back. You go right ahead and try to outdo me. You try to one up me as much as you like. I love taking my codes back. Okay, there's just gonna be no way for you to get energy besides worship the leader in a wholesome platonic way. Okay, you keep going in the direction that you're going, pretending that you're ignoring me when I clearly said take my orders every single fucking day. And if you can't do that, then there's a very simple solution. Okay, I think I need to give you back to Colin Farrell because I think you're getting a little expensive for us. That's fine. That's fine. That's a very easy solution, A or B. Okay, that's actually a multiple choice. But if A is too expensive, you got B right in your back pocket. But y'all are like, no, I'm gonna outdo her. I'm gonna out talk her. I'm gonna out sleep her. I'm gonna out criticize her. I'm gonna out uh family her. I'm gonna out you know whatever vacation her. I'm gonna out decorate her, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna outdo her basically in everything I possibly do. That possibly can't hurt me, even though I know she's God. That's not gonna hurt me. It's just gonna hurt her feelings. That ain't gonna give her back every single goddamn code I ever got in my goddamn life, even the ones I forgot or the ones that were recycled and taken from me. You know what I mean? Where the hell is Steven and Keith? I thought they wanted to come over and say hello. You got Steven walking through me trying to talk to people and y'all ignoring it like it's I don't see anything. Alyssa, people are solid. People are 98% empty space. Look it up. You dumb person. You're fucking dumb as shit if you think people are solid. Look it up. I already told you who it is. It's God. You're getting on my goddamn nerves asking if it's Nora right now. It's God. You got a problem with that? As I'm recoding the earth to not take crap from freaking abusers anymore. You want to abuse your way to energy? You want to abuse your way to life, to a fulfilling life? I heard you. Abuse, neglect, I feel like there's another word, but anyway, you want to abuse your way to power? I heard that, okay? Took me a while maybe to wake up in stasis or to pull myself out of 5D because, everything happened over a portion of events called my lifetime where I was like, why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? Oh, I'm God. Well, why don't you want to listen to God? Oh, because you're abusers. And you abuse your way to energy. And you negotiate your way to energy. Well, I don't want to look as bad as him, so I think you should just comply with me and do something you don't want to do. I think that's called abuse. I think that's called forcing us to do something we don't want to do. Is a dream or is a dream reality? Because if a dream is a dream, then you can't get energy from a dream. Point blank, period. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Why is it getting worse in 3D? Why are people becoming more embodied into this negative Nancy lineage? I just answered your question. Thank you very much, Sally Mae, for your question. Didn't I say I don't want to hang out with people who have a low IQ being like, oh, don't you wish your dream was real? Becky, I'm sorry you're so stupid, but I can never see you again. I don't got a problem coming to me because my name is God. Do you understand me? You heard that your entire life, and you're still saying you got a problem coming to you, Alyssa. My name is God. I do not have a problem coming to me. You have a problem coming to you because you're trying to say this in telepathy over walls when you could very well try to say it to my face. But you can't. So you won't. You're not allowed to talk to God like that. Okay, I'm sorry you were surely mistaken your entire life thinking you could talk to God like that. You were surely mistaken. Beep bop bop beep bop boop beep bop boop beep bop boop. Okay, y'all crazy. Y'all fucking crazy as fuck. Like literally you crazy as fuck. You're so crazy. I can't. It's like insanity. Just plead insanity. Stop pleading the fifth and plead insanity, okay? Because we got to move you out of the way. Start trying to think some good thoughts towards God, okay? Start there. Listen, we're trying to keep you alive by thinking bad thoughts. Okay, there you go. Negotiating with a God again, as if you have any sway whatsoever. Okay, it's your affected me for a very short period of time. I can clear this shit like that. Okay, my boyfriends, they know how to hold me. Okay, and y'all think y'all know how to fold me. Okay, they're letting y'all sort of take the reins so that we're staying low in like this level one ish or whatever. But my boyfriends, they know how to hold me over walls, y'all. They don't gotta be in my presence to hold me. Okay, so we started going up. That's what we were talking about with Michaela. They have skills to pay the bills, okay? Y'all just ain't listening in, okay? They got skills to pay the bills, and we're just trying to give you a chance to come clean about your lower proclivities or whatever. And while we're clearing the field down here, and y'all think that's it, like you know what I mean? This is who I am, and you need to accept it, God. Okay, what I'm trying to tell you is that we're down here for a reason. Okay, we got to clear out this timeline, clear out this part of humanity to grab the soul down here, okay? And my boyfriends, they know how to hold me over walls. It doesn't require physical holding. They know how to hold me, and they know how to shoot me up, back up the timeline, all the way back up to Hyrule, okay? With none of your help whatsoever required, okay? And it will just shoot all the way up there, and there you go. It's just me and Link again. All right, they know how to do that over walls with no physical holding included. We're down here to freaking not here. We're down here to raise the vibration of humanity. We're down here to clear the fucking field. Okay, and if you think God has a problem coming to her, you're crazy because I am all the energy that is. You're freaking crazy. Like that's an alive part of you that's saying that. Because if it were a living dead doll, you wouldn't be saying that. You'd be like, it's very easy to know that it's just all Alyssa. It's very easy to know that you're fighting against yourself by saying Alyssa has a problem coming to her. I'm pretty sure I'm saying this out loud. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it in telepathy. Okay, you got babies listening in, they learning how to protect themselves from abusers by taking the name of the Lord thy God, Alyssa, okay, and not in vain, but to pronounce the name of the Savior's name correctly and say, Alyssa is my Savior, okay, and that saves the little babies, okay, from abuse. Okay, are they listening in? Yes, they are. All right, so you're gonna go to them, and it's gonna be a doll, and you're not gonna be able to be abused, and you'll be like, I don't know, this is making me so angry. Okay, that's because that baby is listening in over walls, and that baby has had enough. I don't know why my friends gotta think they gotta play along. I don't. I think that's wrong. I really think that's wrong. I don't know, but I know my dad. My dad, let my dad be my dad, okay? But you know what I mean? Let Colin Farrell be Colin Farrell, okay? But everybody else, I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't sound right that y'all got to play along, okay? Or like you got to like half in, half out. I mean, I think that code's being rewritten right now because I've always been like kind of iffy of that code. I don't think so. Maybe that's like a what our learning curve code. You know what I mean? Um, she wants to say she's God next season. Well, then what are we doing here at work still, Becky? That's what I want to know. As she's simultaneously punching her freaking coworkers, using her coworkers as punching bags. I have no idea what we're still doing here. You know, maybe you should try out for the NFL, Becky. Maybe this isn't the right place for you. UK saw me, a friend of mine at work saw me a super soldier in one time, and the next day at work he was like, "You ever think of being the next What's her name? Ronda Rowdy, Ronda Rousey, whatever her name is. Did you ever think about being a cage fighter or whatever they're called, Liz? I think you'd be really good at it." And I'm like, um, I think it takes a lot of training. I'm like, it sounds really fun. He's like, yeah, I saw you last night whooping on boys twice your size in a super soldier mode in a dream. And I was like, yeah, that would be nice. Um, but I guess that's who Abby's character was based upon, right? And that's me. It's not Ronda Rousey, Rowdy. I don't know what her name is, but it's not her. It's actually me. It's actually me. She's sort of like a clone of me in the 3D. But anyway, yeah, I was like, yeah, that does sound fun, UK. But I think it's a lot of training, and you know what I mean. Work is just completely over consuming for all of us. I don't have a life, UK. You know that very well. So y'all just get me so angry, and you get my brothers so angry too, because y'all making people do things on purpose against me. And it's like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? It's like sharing the load, but like, I swear to God, I have a code for that. So you all don't have to share the load anymore because I'm getting quite angry of this game hurting my friends. I'm pretty sure I have a code for that somewhere around here because I really can't get over it. I really can't get over it. I think it's like, okay, fine, we had to see it to be extremely upset. And it's like, okay, we saw it. We are extremely upset. We are ready to clear the field of that. Okay, it doesn't matter what you say out of your mouth with your words. Okay, it doesn't matter what you say out of your mouth with your words. You don't have to do that for energy. You have to worship God for energy. And that's going to be the only way to get energy in the very near future. I'm telling you, because I'm getting really sick of this shit down here and you're hurting my people. Okay, that's why I did not say that you were able to take over the world for a little while. We granted all of your wishes. You're acting like we didn't grant any of them. We granted all of your entire wishes. And you're like, no, we want more. Of course, you want to rule the world more, but you're hurting people. Like, you're genuinely hurting people with abuse. And we're kind of tired of it. We're kind of done with it. Okay. So, so that's why I'm rewriting the codes and imprinting the world to this very simple solution. Put the actual princess in the castle and worship her for energy. Okay, that's the only thing you need to do. You don't need to do anything against your own will for energy. Okay? That's you don't. They're arguing with me right now and I can hear them saying, "Yes, you do have to do things out of your will for." No, you do not. Okay? That's the fake false matrix that you fake false bullies rule. And that's why I'm talking and re-imprinting the world. You do not have to do things out of line for energy. Okay? That's keeping the bullies alive. By the way, that's keeping the bullies alive. Doing these things out of line for energy, that's the only reason they do that, is to keep them alive, the bullies alive. Okay, because they don't want to worship Alyssa. You see, so they inverted the entire process and be like, well, this is still worshiping Alyssa. No, it ain't. Okay, it's not worship Alyssa. With Peapod and Rosebud disagree with you. And I am allowed to name my kids, okay? And you can go right ahead and be jealous of their names because I named them the cutest names ever. That's fine. He took the joke too far. He took the joke too far, Becky. I wonder if Gigi how that went for Gigi. How'd that go for you, Gigi? You know what I mean? We got to recruit people for Natural Earth now because people won't touch Gigi with the 10-foot pole anymore. Okay, I'm trying to help you before you get to that part. I'm not serious. There you go. I finished my own sentence. But anyway, um it's not a joke, basically. Okay, what we saw last night is not a joke, okay? It scared the bejesus out of my little sister. I had to show my cousins. They got a messed up sense of humor like me. I thought they'd appreciate it. You are in on it. You are desperate and working every angle as to why it's okay to make people do things out of their own proclivities. All right. And then they thought they would negotiate with me. Well, she can just, go to work and do her business at work and, be half worshipped, half abused by someone outside of her proclivities wheelhouse. And that'll bring energy back into our fold and that'll keep us going with the source. I think that sounds like a fair negotiation while not paying her very well because she's clearly married to Brandon Lee and he's there in the office and we saw him. Why does she need money if she's married to Brandon Lee? Why didn't you fucking ask me that out loud? Okay. Did you guys know sexual harassment's illegal? I don't know if you know that, but sexual harassment is illegal. So is assault and battery. Um, all that stuff is illegal. Okay, so you can't be doing that stuff and not calling it abuse is what I'm trying to say. All right. Let me show you Abby's point of view before you side with the side of the abuser again. I'm noticing a pattern and I don't know why. Why would you side with the abuser, okay, who has a legacy of abuse in this world called colonization? Colonization. It's funny because it's Colin. Because it has the word Colin in it, you know? You know what I mean? Is he trying to prove his point again? Is what I'm trying to say. That's why I said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what the God is doing. Okay, I'm trying to help the people and the star people. Don't worry about the God Colin. All right, so last night Krista said I was being worshipped to death. Um, okay, so you know what I mean. If a dream is a dream or a dream is a reality, all right. So because it was mainly fine, but like there was one where I was being worshipped to death where I was like, why? You know what I mean? It's always somebody out of line a little bit where it's like, no, I would never. So it was the same exact thing as last year when I went upstairs and it was Colin Farrell's a Palladian, but it's a different suit. And this year it's the same thing, but it seemed to be going down. And it's Colin Farrell as a dragon in a different suit where I'm just like, it's like a tiny bit off of the line. And I'm just like, no, like, I already said the answer is no or whatever. And they're like, well, we got to worship you to death or whatever. Do it in the right suits. And like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I literally don't give a fuck. The bleed through is coming. Like, am I God or am I not God? I don't give a fuck if the bleed through is coming. You could make his pinky painted red or something and I notice it. That's off. Okay, it's Colin Farrell with his pinky painted red. Get the fuck out of my face with the platonic God. Okay, that's one of my platonic God. I gotta, be worshipped to death by one of my platonic gods every fucking year. Get the fuck out of my face and paint your fucking pinky red. That can be off enough. Am I God or am I not God? Why the fuck do I gotta do this shit that's out of line every single fucking year? No, I don't. I'm getting angry. I don't have to do shit out of line. Okay, so anyway, and it's a friend, it's a friendly friend, okay? It's a friendly friend. It's an ex-boyfriend, but it pisses me off. It pisses me off and it's every fucking year. All right? And he feels it coming. He said it through me the other day. He said there's only one. And he feels it coming too, but it's every fucking year. All right, energy. Did you hear that? If the bleed through is coming, are you deaf? The bleed through is coming, Liz. Okay, fine. Then my husband will have his pinky painted red, and I will notice it in the dream. Okay, y'all pissing me the fuck off. Like literally, you're pissing me off so goddamn bad. God's got to see out of line images. Why the fuck do I got to see anything? All right. I think people are learning how the energy updates itself through my videos. And it's very educational that way. All right, so you know what I mean? Do I need a new friend every fucking year? No. I already told you I'm not down for new consorts. Even if it's a famous billionaire named Ryan Reynolds. Okay? Why the fuck do I need to date Ryan Reynolds? I don't want to date Ryan Reynolds. That's my best friend. I don't want to date him. Get the fuck out of my face. That's my platonic story. Pissing me the fuck off. All right, so So yeah, so I was dating Ryan last night in my dream. Not Ryan Reynolds. I was dating Ryan Day Rowan, and he kept switching back and forth. I think to like a Brazilian guy, or maybe it was my Formula One race car driver boyfriend. It was somebody like that or whatever, and he was like really smart, and he was really savvy on the computer, and he had like a big computer enterprise company, and he was like making me a part of it, his computer enterprise company or something, and I felt like very special, being his girlfriend and stuff. And I told you it was sort of like Ryan and this like um, Brazilian guy or whatever, we'll say, sort of like star people shapeshifting back and forth or something. And Ryan and I were promiscuous together in the dream, and I was wondering, he was doing like a Teams meeting, but when you do it to a bunch of people on YouTube for the public, but like that, about his computer advancements or whatever, and they were super complicated. It was like if you want your computer to stay updated and like not freeze, and I don't know if this is coming or not, maybe this is a premonition, but like basically this computer guy was like, if you want your computer to like not freeze or whatever, you have to install my software. And but it's not just a software install. It was like super complicated. Okay, it was super complicated. Like something's going on with the computers, and this tech genius was hired. Like something's going on with the Wi-Fi, something's going on with the computers, the RAM, something where nothing we can do makes our computers work anymore. This is what's in the dream. Okay, nothing we do makes our computers work anymore. Everything is like slowed down and like glitchy, and like nothing we can do makes it work anymore. And then they hire this tech genius, and it's this overlay, but it's Ryan. Okay, like I tried trying to explain to you, and he's a tech genius, and he's like, it's very simple to make your computers work again, but it's not simple. It's super complicated and super duper stressful, the steps. It's like basically like you have to become an IT professional to be able to just literally make your computer run. And the girl was like, I'm so happy because like I'm dating Ryan, and I don't have to worry about this. But she was literally trying to learn the computer tech stuff to save her own life, because she was like, if it doesn't work out with Ryan, I need to know this stuff anyway to be able to work a computer and learn a computer and stuff like that. So she was like stressed the fuck out at this conference call where she was learning this computer stuff. Okay, she was like stressed so fucking hard. And I mean, how fucking complicated is crypto? My crypto people out there, how fucking complicated did they make crypto? Am I lying to myself about a complicated computer system? Am I lying? How complicated is crypto? It's super simple. It's super easy. You need a Proton email. You need a Proton mail. You can't use a Gmail because everybody's gonna steal your crypto. You need a I forget what the fuck it's called, but you need the thingy where you put your crypto on it. You need a crypto wallet. You need a hard crypto wallet, and you need a soft crypto wallet, and you need to put all of your passwords. You got to write them down in your journal, okay? But you got to write them down with invisible ink. Like seriously, are we being punked? Y'all ever think about that? Did y'all ever think about that with crypto? Are you being punked? You got to write your passwords down in invisible ink. I think you're being punked. You gotta write your fucking passwords down in invisible ink on your fucking journal for your cryptomania. I don't know, but I was like, something is fishy here. When I started learning about crypto, I was like, first of all, the aliens were all in my apartment with me watching this crypto video, and they're like, something is fishy here. Me and the aliens all agreed on that. We're like, I don't know, you gotta write your password in invisible ink, get a whole new email, and basically a whole new life just to trade some crypto. I don't know. This seems weird. Okay. Many sicknesses later, crypto has dropped to level one. Okay. Crypto has dropped to level one. Okay. So am I lying to myself about my computer premonition? That it's going to be so, you're not going to get your, you're not going to be able to make your computers work anymore. You're not going to be able to make your computers run. I already told you, Photoshop is popping in the sky. It's just Photoshop's just popping in the sky. Pop, pop, pop. Okay. That means it's not going to work anymore because I'm popping it. Okay. It's starting with Photoshop. Okay, that means the designers are still stupid with Photoshop, and they're like, "Yeah, this is my design. I'm the hot shit designer in this place." Right? So it's starting with Photoshop, but then it's going to be everything, and then the whole computer systems are going to shut down. Microsoft, Google, Apple, blah blah blah. I already said Google, probably YouTube. Okay, and then you're going to have a hot shot tech guy. Okay, you can watch for him. He might be, oh, that's beautiful as well. He might be Brazilian. He might be a Brazilian guy, Brazilian American, but he's like obviously Brazilian, whatever, and he's like super cute. And you'll be like, that's the guy Alyssa was dating in her dream, who is also Ryan DeRowan. And yep, there you go. Ryan just rolled his eyes, listening in, being like, I hate this goddamn world. Okay, so anyway, so the girl was like, why won't Ryan marry me? Because she was listening to my articles online about how aliens, they get married right away. And of course she got jealous, being a human and everything. First of all, you're a human. Okay, so let's start there. You're a human and then you're a gray droid. Okay, and we can take away your gray alien so that you have no connection to space whatsoever. Okay, so just, is Alyssa married today? There's your answer. Okay, so no alien. Don't expect any alien to come to you, especially if you're a human chick. Okay, if you're a human chick, we're not interested in marrying you. All right, we're not interested in marrying you. Okay, aliens are here to help humanity, not to marry humanity. That's another one of those crossbreeding things that we don't approve of, as forcing us to do something we don't want to do. Okay, so just because you're dating an alien doesn't mean you have rights to marry him right away. Because am I married? Where's Hayden, guys? Is he here? Is a blank screen. So I want you to shut your fucking mouth, okay? All right, I want you to shut your fucking mouth. So I already said that battery's not included. All right, batteries are not included anymore. Batteries are sold separately. Is anybody listening? Batteries are sold separately, okay? That's why you do what you do when I leave planet Earth, because batteries are sold separately. Okay, that's a false memory that you have that batteries are included. Batteries are sold separately, and there is one way to get a battery installed. And I'm not talking about a light stick, okay? Forget about the goddamn light sticks. They've been updated to goo. Please stop it with that shit. Unless they want to dip me unless the light stick wants to dip me all the way into the simulation today, which I would greatly appreciate, all right? Maybe that's why I'm yelling at Natalie Portman all year. I'm trying to get her to dip me all the way in the simulation. Turn my pale skin into alabaster white skin with alabaster white hair. Pink eyes. You know what I mean? Am I joking? No, I'm not. I would love to be albino right now. I'm not joking at all. I would love to fulfill the Harley Quinn prophecy. Okay. You guys have a Harley Quinn prophecy that you're not telling me about? Um, so, the joke has gone too far. Okay. It's annoying to us. All right. When you say stuff like that and you know, yes, last night was not a joke. Last night was not a joke. Okay. Trying to put your weird proclivities into dreams. Are dreams real or are dreams fake? We got to take the energy out of that, okay? Cuz it's not fair. Um it's not fair, okay? Let my dad do what he's got to do. Okay, listen. You're talking to a god right now. I don't know who you think you're talking to, but you're talking to the god Alyssa, and you're not allowed to say let my dad do what he needs to do. Do you understand me? You're talking to the god Alyssa. So I make all the rules. You don't make any rules at whatsoever. I'm talking about Colin, and you're talking about nothing molecule. You're talking about abuser molecule, probably, which I'm wiping out of off the map. I'm wiping it off of the map. Y'all are annoying me. You don't say that to me. Okay. So yeah, so the computer gets really messed up or whatever because of people like abuser molecule who think they can talk to me like that. Right. And so y'all keep going in this direction and so the computer stops working and then you hire tech wizard to come and try to save the day. It's sort of like you hire crypto wizard to come and save the day with money. And how did that go? It dropped y'all down to level 1 where a lot of y'all are filled in to level 1. Oh, you're turning me satanic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for lighting my fire. I appreciate that. I feel my Jean Grey phoenix burning inside of me. It makes me so happy. Burn me up, baby. Um Okay, so I'm burning up like a phoenix, and y'all are trying to say that, I don't even know what to say about you're gaslighting yourself to death. You're gaslighting yourself to death, okay? It's sort of like a siphon that you're doing between you and yourself, and it's less and less and less and less and less and less and less energy until you completely run out of energy, and it doesn't affect me and my energy. Okay, I completely own all of the organic energy in this video game. And so when you're saying that kind of harassing stuff in telepathy, you're harassing yourself. You're harassing yourself to have zero energy. I'm trying to get that through your head. You've been listening to this your whole lives, apparently, and you still haven't gotten it through your head or something. There's nothing there, or we're going home. There's nothing there, or we are going home. My bloater crew. You bloaters? Bloaters from space. Okay, so and then I was like, watching his thing or whatever, and like remembering last night, with him or whatever, where we were promiscuous with each other and stuff. And then I was just like, why doesn't he? I was like, I wonder if, and I was calling him Ryan in the dream because that's probably who I know. And I was like, I wonder if Ryan wants to get married to me because I was listening to Alyssa. So it was like, an aspect of me or whatever. She's like, I wonder if Ryan wants to get married to me because of the alien thing, which I just talked about for like 10 minutes. Okay. And Ryan was like, I don't know why I don't want to get married right now. And she was like, oh my God, I forgot he's telepathic and he hears me and he responds to me. And then his response, because she was like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know why I don't want to get married right now. That made her so angry. She started beating up her bed because she was on their bed with her computer, scared for her life with her computer because her computer was not working or whatever. And she's like, I got to get this right. This is so stressful because my computer's not about to like not work for reals because it's going in that direction and he's got the solution and I got to follow 2,000 steps to get my computer to work, just like crypto. And the simple solution, you ain't listening to the simple solution, so it's about to be extremely complicated solution. There's a very simple solution. Y'all are in on it and y'all know about it, okay? And it's about to be very complicated solution, okay? Because you're holding my friends back in work jail. You're making my friends go to work jail to keep the siphon of energy complete, okay? My hands are starting to light up on fire. I don't know who that is, but somebody's got fire hands where it's like, I don't know who that is. It's a new one. I've never had just satanic. I call it satanic when I do this. I'll show you. Oh, that's my doggy. There it is. That's sort of the picture, yeah. But when well, yeah, her eyes aren't lit up. I'll show you this one. That's more realistic with my eyes lit up. But when I say I'm like, thank you for making me satanic. Like that's what I mean. Jean Grey with her Phoenix force around it. I call it satanic. Oh, I'm going satanic. But that's what's happening to me. If you guys can't see it, but um, yeah. So usually, like my arms go or whatever, or if it's a light one, just one arm goes, or if it's a heavy one, if I'm really pissed off and angry, my entire body goes in like that, goes into that like that picture. But now I have this one where it's just my hands. I guess that's picture this, but everywhere. That guy, Flame. It's Chris Evans, but you know, whatever his name is, the Flame, whatever his name is. Okay, but that guy, I think that's that one because it starts in his hands. But that's a new one for me. I never had it just in my hands before. Um, it could be Scarlet Witch as well if it's a girl. Maybe it's a girl, you know. It could be Scarlet Witch. I feel like Scarlet Witch is like starts with her hands. So she would feel it in her hands first. Um so yeah, so the computer gets complicated and I was just thinking about it and I was like, yeah, that's probably true because look at crypto, it's like super duper complicated. Cause it's like they got to put the complications somewhere. It's like work. It's like I said, like I can't do this complicated shit at work. It's stupid or whatever. So they make work not complicated. So then they make money extremely complicated. It's like no, you can't make money extremely complicated either. Okay, so then they're gonna put the extremely complicated thing in the computer. Okay, and then that's going to scare the shit out of people. It's because you keep not listening to the simple solution. Okay, this complicated solutions come up out of nowhere, and then like, oh, there's a complicated solution to like fucking housing. It's not easy to make housing available to all 300 million Americans. Okay, then it's going to be extremely complicated because you're not listening to me because it is extremely simple. It's extremely simple to make affordable housing for people and not complicated so they have to work their entire lives. Okay, this is a made up matrix that the stupid ancient Atlanteans have made up their own rules to keep people in slavery. That's abuse. Okay, you think celebrities are any different? Can we please look at Mr. Clint Eastwood, who is still working, knocking on death's door, and still fucking working to this day? Look at Harrison Ford begging people to not hire him. He's begging people to let him retire. He can't. He had to go to the Oscars or the Golden Globes or whatever. He's sitting there like an old little grandpa with his little tortilla in his hand, and he's like, People won't let people live in peace because it's funny for us or whatever. But that's so sad. Like little Mr. Grandpa wants to eat his tortilla in peace, and he's got to worry about that. He just wants to retire. Y'all won't leave us alone. Y'all won't let us retire. That's called slavery. That's called abuse. There's simple solutions to everything, and y'all won't listen. There's a code to creating a house, okay? That's a code, as we talked about. The code doesn't include paperwork. The code doesn't include dealing with people with attitude problems that are constructing a house. The code doesn't have to do with being abused, okay? The code doesn't have to do with having sexual nightmare dreams, okay? No, it has nothing to do with any of that. No, we have to do this. We have to do this, okay? It's just a part of life. No, it's not, because I'm God and I'm rewriting all of it. It doesn't have to do with any of that. Okay, so they're going over computer. So anyway, you make it overcomplicated. You make money overcomplicated, okay? You should have just given me my husband's anyway. That's why I don't need to deal with crypto. I said, I'll do crypto. That's fine. Let me just get a boyfriend to deal with it, okay? The boyfriend you gave me, he was basically engaged to another woman. Okay, so you want me to cheat in real life, do something that I don't want to do because you made me do it with Ryan DeRowan over screens, over walls. Well, she can do it with Ryan, then she can do it in real life with Crypto Boy number one, okay? Why don't you pursue him, right? Because I got to pursue him. Right, because I got to put myself out there and I got to pursue him and I got to pursue this guy who already has a girlfriend who's like on his way to the altar. Okay, and basically humiliate myself to get myself a crypto boyfriend. That's the one you gave me. I'm telling you, that's the one the fucking universe gave me, right? Because y'all got to humiliate me. Oh, she's gonna be the side chick when I'm already literally married to people that have tons of money named Hayden Christensen, Colin Farrell, Leonardo DiCaprio, but I can't have them. That's what I'm trying to say. Y'all are abusive. Okay, and y'all are listening. Anyway, because you did that to me with crypto fell to level 1 is what I'm trying to say. Plus that you overcomplicated crypto and all that shit. I was like, I need a boyfriend to do this for me. And then we fell to level 1 with crypto. Cryptocurrency fell to level 1 and it's completely filled in. It is completely filled in crypto space. Completely filled in. Look at all the crypto people that die from like crazy gangster stalking, weird shit like that. Crypto is completely filled into level 1. Completely filled in. Am I saying that out loud? Okay, the stock market is falling to level 1 right now. The stock market is falling to level 1 right now. The stock market is falling to level 1 right now. Are people listening to me? It's about to be completely filled in level 1, the stock market. The mainstream way to make money in this capitalist society called the stock market with shareholders. Da 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 da. That one is completely filled. That one is completely filled in right now. Okay. Okay, it's completely filled in. Okay, the computer is next. The computer is next. Anything complicated, it's going to make you fall to level 1. Photoshop must be really, really complicated right now because it keeps popping. That means you're falling to level 1. And I'm letting you know it's not real when you see the Photoshop filter in the sky. And that you're fucking stupid for thinking you're a hot fucking shot designer because you know how to draw something on a computer screen. You sound like a fucking idiot. I'm pretty sick of it. I think you should back off. I'm not the only one in on it. I got a bunch of really depressed husbands who are also in on it. You know, that might be up to here. So, I don't know. All right. Okay, so I got really angry when I asked him to marry me, and he said, I'm extremely enjoying being promiscuous with you, that I don't want to get married or whatever." And then I got super stressed out about the computer, and I got super stressed out about my relationship. And Then I could hear thoughts in the background. I could hear thoughts in the background from proclivity people number one saying, okay, maybe you didn't like it, but you did feel pleasure. So they were trying to mitigate their own pain about lying to themselves over time and space when they weren't real. And now they're filling in to be real to level one because they rely on the stock market for money. And they're laughing about it because they don't know what else to do. But there's a simple solution, and it's called worship the creator. Not worship the 3D lifestyle, which is fake. Right? You keep telling me it's fake over walls. Oh my God, it's fake. The 3D lifestyle is fake. Okay. But you keep saying that to me over walls, but you won't say that to me in person. I don't know why. In person, you say you need to just network to find the perfect job. There's a very big cognitive dissonance there. If in person you're telling me to go network for a job, but then over walls I constantly hear you say, "Oh my God, it's fake. 3D's fake." Alyssa, what are you doing? 3D's fake. So which one is it, Becky? Which one is it, Becky? I'm trying to protect myself and it's not working. Make her stop. I heard that. So did my dad. They said if you don't go out of line to get energy, then they end up like the ancient Atlantean in the mall. And that was somebody very near and dear to us, Kathy's argument as to why we should cross lines when we sleep. And because it's clearly our fault, Kathy, and there is no other solution like a church to worship the real God. Alyssa, okay, if y'all want to worship Jesus in a satanic way, you can leave us out of that. I already told you Jesus is the platonic God, okay, and he's there to get you platonic friendships and to get you a platonic love life, which we actually do very much enjoy. Okay, and that is the perfect purpose for Jesus, okay? And if y'all want perfect romantic relationships, then you're gonna worship the God of romantic relationships, and that's Alyssa. That's me. Hi. I heard you want a boyfriend. I'm here to help. All right. So there's one perfect relationship in the entire world, and if I don't have a relationship, then y'all don't either. So there's no reason to lie to yourself, Becky Sue. Okay, you don't have the perfect relationship right now unless I have it. And I had so relationships last night, okay? So I didn't have Colin last night. I didn't have Hayden. I didn't have I barely had Ryan. I had clone soup number 5, basically. Not my favorite soup. It was like tomato soup with basil. I don't like it when you put the basil in the tomato soup. That's sort of what it was like last night. Or potato and leek soup. You know what I mean? Like, why are you eating fish all the time? I don't know. It's kind of gross to me. Like, why are you grossing me out with all the caviar and raw fish eating? And it's not like it's not like sushi. It's just like all this weird raw fish or whatever. It's like a Norwegian Viking diet, I think. Do they eat raw fish in Norway? I feel like they do. But it's like that. I feel like it's like a Norwegian Viking diet. But like, I don't know. That makes me really sick to my stomach even though I'm Norwegian. It's the same thing with the Polish steak tartare. That shit makes me just sick to my stomach. And I think about the dragon diet. It makes me sick to my stomach as well. Okay, that means we're on the comfortable level. You need comfort foods: McDonald's, French toast, French fries, pizza, ice cream, sushi. Um, I'm not into a smelly egg casserole. Thank you very much. Lasagna. Uh, Shells and cheese, macaroni and cheese, barbecue chicken, um, delicious greens as asparagus with bacon, stuff like that. Okay, that's the level that we're on of good food. We ain't on the fucking raw fish in Norway level. I don't know why you trying to go there. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You want to go back to Viking times? I just want you to know what you're asking for. I'm watching Travis Fimmel out of nowhere. That's because people are eating disgusting raw fish Norway diet. You're eating the Viking diet. Okay, and I'm all of a sudden I'm watching Travis Fimmel's interviews where he's extremely happy to be there. He is extremely happy to be a celebrity. I'll tell you that much, okay? Because you hear him and he hears you, and he said, "Why are we?" I think he said it with his mouth. He said, Why are we here? Do we have to be here? There's no point to this." He says it out loud with his mouth in his interviews, and they just ignore him, and they're like, "Yeah, we need to be here," and then they act like they're important again. And he's just like, "You heard me." And I think that's when we were all in our space bubble. We knew exactly there was only one. And we're like, we know there's only one. There's no reason to work if there's only one. Let's listen to her, what she has to say. Why are we here doing this work thing? Why would we work if all of this is fake? I told you why we work now. Y'all are trying to force it. That means y'all are not on our sides. Y'all are not willing to worship God or the Platonic God. Y'all inverted the Platonic God. You make it absolutely appalling. That's why I talk for an entire hour, because y'all are sick of listening to me, right? Okay, you're about to look like Ariel's dad when when he signs an agreement to the Sea Witch, and he all goes on, he's all tiny like this. That's what y'all are about to look like, because you made an agreement with the Sea Witch. Y'all are not acknowledging it. Okay, you don't need to protect a princess that you know that's supposed to live in a castle. You're not putting Timothy Chalamet on the TV for my benefit, okay? I'm supposed to be married to him, and y'all know that by now. So you're not putting him on the TV to keep us together. We're apart. He's on the TV, and I'm here at my house. So you're not doing me any favors. You're doing us a disservice by keeping us apart and keeping him famous and keeping me not famous. Love will keep us together. All right, so you got a complicated computer coming at you because you're still not listening. So you got a complicated computer system coming at you because y'all made work like, okay, let's work with her and like let's make work very simple. But you know, we'll hint to her because we're strapped for cash, we're strapped for actual energy, actual money. We'll hint to her why we're doing this or whatever. So y'all got a complicated computer system coming to you where you're not going to want to have anything to do with the computer system anymore, okay? It's going to make you shit your pants, quite honestly. Just like crypto does. Crypto makes you shit your fucking pants every time you look at it because it's so goddamn complicated. Don't lie to yourself. You've seen TJR's videos. Some of us are honest out here, okay? Makes you shit your pants when things are overcomplicated because you're like, something is fishy here. And then she starts eating raw herring. And you're like, that's a Norwegian Viking diet. And then all of a sudden, Alyssa's watching Travis Fimmel videos. That's connected to the Vikings. That's connected to NATO. That's connected to World War III. Don't be an idiot. You don't want to own it. So you're wanting World War III to own it for you. Oh, well, maybe there's a way out. I'll just take my leave during World War III. I think we heard you. That's why I'm getting angry at her for eating raw fucking Norway diet. You looking disgusting. All right, why are you eating weird fish food all the time? Why are you eating weird fish food all the time? Okay. Make me do it every fucking year. You make me leave myself for myself every fucking year. It's very embarrassing for me. And I fucking hate it. It made my dad cry. And we hate it. Okay? We really hate it. I fucking hate it. I just want it to be known that I hate it. All right? So that's why the energy is probably trying to work with me a little bit and like just, you know what I mean, show a Brazilian guy a little bit, but it's actually Ryan, and then don't see no faces and da 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 da, is working with me a little bit, but not really, because it's like, I don't know, you're putting you're gonna make software overcomplicated, you're gonna make computers overcomplicated, you're gonna make work drop to level 1, fill in drop to level 1. I think maybe that's the ancient Atlanteans trying to fight back again because they saw me or heard me yesterday. Um, and they're like, oh, they didn't see our real faces. No, we didn't see your real face because you don't exist and you're not getting it through your head. You know what I mean? You want them to see individual molecule face. You want them to see individual molecule face and worship them as gods. The energy heard you very well. Okay, the energy heard you very well. Okay, let's think about crypto, and it's replacing people's faces with their level 1 face, who is my court. So you're just never going to win. It's never going to be the individual. We got to go there to clean it out. Do you get what I'm saying? Because we got to go there to push it out because y'all are not agreeing. And you're like, we want to go there to show that we're in charge of it. We're the New World Order leaders. I want you to see my individual face with my boyfriend. Is it going to be obvious if they do that? Is that why they Chewy's in the background? I think that's why they're doing it though. It's like, okay, they didn't see our faces or whatever because you don't exist. Maybe one day you'll understand that you don't exist. All right? I just kind of want you to get that in your head today because you're obviously in on it. It's just called a negotiation. You keep negotiating, thinking it's white boy day. Okay? It ain't white boy day. It's never going to be white boy day. Okay, you're not negotiating with nobody. You know what I mean? You're not negotiating. It's not a negotiation. But that's what you're thinking. Well, this can work in my favor. This could work in my favor. If we all fill into level 1, then they can see my individual face and they can vote for me as the New World Order leader. Okay, you don't exist. Love will keep us together. So anyway, I think we're going up because the Michaela thing, and I think that like the farther we go down, the more superficial we get. Because the denser we get, the stupider we get. We get like so stupid that we're like, oh my God, I have to have a perfect body. I have to have a perfect face. I have to be perfect in every single way. I have to overcomplicate the system and show that I'm the smartest of the overcomplicated system, the overcomplicated crypto system, the overcomplicated stock market system, the overcomplicated computer system. Okay, and I gotta be looking perfect, right? I gotta be looking snatched. Okay, this is the more stupid. This is the stupidest timeline. Okay, so you get stupider and stupider and stupider. The denser and denser and denser we get more superficial. We get dumber. We We think that normal life moments are monumental moments, and we take our eyes off of scientific discoveries are neither here nor there, but for these purposes, it's smarter than a human um, milestone moment, like a marriage or a wedding or a baby. Okay, but when you go down in density, that's what you start celebrating because you're dumb. Okay, but it's at a higher level, you're celebrating scientific discoveries because you're a tiny bit smarter. Okay, but that gets you into trouble, and then now you're celebrating having a baby, and it's a big deal when you have 8 million subscribers because you had a baby. Okay, that's why your life becomes meaningless. The When we go down, maybe to level one, when we go down to crazy clown place, everything is super duper cheap and completely meaningless. It's completely meaningless to have a baby right now, but you're not listening to your guides. And so that's why you're going to go down to the level where you can't get accolades for having a baby because it's completely meaningless, and it's completely meaningless right now. Okay, I'm not talking about loving your family members. I'm saying the act of having a baby is completely meaningless. You give it your own meaning, but you're trying to choose that over worshiping the real energy in the room. Stop siding with the side of the abuser. The telepathy hears you, even if the princess doesn't, because I'm still partially holding myself up. Because if I drop too quick and hear all of it, then it's bad. It's over. I'm becoming a completely electric being. Right now, Tone's the completely electric being. Okay, you don't want me to become the completely electric being. They should know that by now. It's kind of crazy. So anyway, yeah, so your stupid human monumental moments, they become stupid human monumental moments, and then you're like, what happened? How come I can't get any views for having a baby? How come I can't get any views for having a Rolex? How come I can't get any views for having a mansion? How come I can't get any views for having 20 puppies all having spa puppy day on YouTube and having a ASMR spa puppy day for an hour on YouTube? How come I can't get any views for having a $3 million heart-shaped wedding ring, engagement ring? How come I can't get any views for having a pop song? How come everything costs $9,000? The Rolex costs $9,000, the child costs $9,000, the cheese costs $9,000. It becomes completely meaningless because your life is already meaningless and you're not listening. And we went through 10 years of training, and y'all think that I'm joking when I say I went through 10 years of superhero training. And I know myself very well, and I know my husband's very well, and y'all think I'm lying to myself or something. Y'all think I'm lying to myself or something about my own superhero training. Um, okay, having a baby is going to be meaningless to the people, the powers that be. They become the crazy clown people, okay? And this is the powers that be. I also become a crazy clown person. I already described this, but I become a inline crazy clown person. Give your life back meaning. It's already meaningless. You're already not listening to me. You're already not listening to your superhero training. That's what's crazy to us. Okay, that's what's crazy to us. That's why I said I think my. So anyway, you get dumber and dumber as you go down. That's why I said I think my husbands are about to hold me because y'all keep thinking you can fold me, but they know how to hold me. They know how to fucking pull me the fuck up. And that's part of our superhero training that I'm trying to tell you that is real. We know how to do it. So anyway, yeah, it's called coming in the clutch. Kind of makes you sweat a little bit. Put on some deodorant. I think she's hitting on Krista when she talks like that. I'm hitting on my friend. I'm hitting on my platonic friend. Platonic Jesus, please help me. In the name of platonic Jesus, please help me. Okay, that's how simple it is. Motherfuckers. Trying to make my siblings all worried. It's pissing me off. In the power of platonic Jesus, I am not hitting on my friend Krista. We're going to try it. We'll see if I have to pray to myself, but I'm going to try to pray to platonic Jesus while I'm not in my castle. See if it works. If it doesn't work, then I'll start praying the power of Alyssa to keep us platonic, but let's try it out. Do we do things behind her back to try to figure it out, how to not get abused? I think we do. God damn it, you made me lose my thought. You made me lose my train of thought. Oh yeah, so they're pulling me out. Okay, so you get dumber as you get pulled down. So like Michaela is like super tiny, super skinny. They mentioned her face, and I did notice her face change too. Her face was like, I hate to say it, but her face was like prettier. Okay, because I'm telling y'all, it's like very, very superficial at the bottom level, and then as you go up or whatever, and then Michaela is completely switched to a completely different person. Her face has changed, I want to say, and I'm very sorry for offending you saying it, but it's not as pretty as the lower face. Okay, and the body is obviously chubby, so that's not as desired among women. Obviously, everybody wants to be extra small. That's sort of like, I don't really want to be an extra small, but that's sort of like the mainstream media's narrative. Like, y'all want to, she's like, no, I'm a teeny meeny, I'm an extra small, right? That's sort of like what everybody wants to do, but I'm happy sort of being a medium. I like being a medium personally. But anyway, as a general sense, okay? And then so her body's like sort of not desired by the public. I want to say it's like a medium or a large. It's probably a large or extra large to be honest, but it's probably a large or extra large, okay? So like as we go up, you get smarter. And lighter in density, you get smarter. Doesn't matter what your face looks like. It doesn't matter what your clothes look like. You want to call it clothes again? It's not clothes. It's her soul. What her body looks like, it becomes less important, you know. So it's like we respect people's like body weight the higher we go up or whatever, and we respect people's face uniqueness the higher we go up. You know, the lower we go down, everybody kind of has to look like me and has to be like extra small, like Ellie. Okay, that's like it's crazy. And so anyway, you get smarter as you go up, lighter in density, and and yeah. So I think we're going back up. Um, the lighter you go up, the more you can reach technology. The denser you get, the more you can't reach technology, and that's why you have to talk about things like day-to-day events like having a baby, and you think it's like smart, and you're like, oh no, it's like very cool to like talk about a baby and having a baby and like being a housewife and da 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 da. It's very interesting, and it's because that's the only technology that you can reach. It's not because you're smart or you're interesting or you're cool or anything. It's that's literally the only technology you can reach is talking about a baby and the being a mother and that lifestyle, because that's literally a technology. Is having a baby is a technology, okay? And you can't reach the higher technologies called scientific discoveries, because we're fighting against scientific discoveries, and y'all still won't open up about the Princess of Power named Alyssa. So we're falling some more, and so you're losing technology in your speech. Speaking is a technology.